Cadre. Well, afternoon almost. It's almost noon here. Coming at you guys today. We're going to do a bad blade video. The blade today, I'm pretty confident that it's not going to be a bad blade. I've used these before. I've had packs of them, but I've never gone and bought 100 pack of them for many reasons. And I have a feeling that some of those reasons could be what prevents it from getting to that grade. But we'll talk about that more once we begin the shave. But the blade that's in use today, and by the way, I've got a list of like 85 now of these blades. So basically what I do is I just go to a randomizer, 1 to 85, whatever number spits out, that's the next blade. It's just easier that way, and that's the way it's gonna go. That's the way I'm doing it for right now, just to keep it there. So anyways, what's on is the Gillette 7 o'clock Super Platinum blade. These blades are platinum coated. So they do come double wrapped. They say for best results use Gillette Series Shave Gel. Yeah, right. I don't believe that at all. We'll talk more about these blades once we begin the actual shave, but here it is, the blade. Gillette 7 o'clock Super Platinum. So we'll get this loaded up into the Timeless here. I'm using my Paladin, my PK47 brush, and the soap that I grabbed is one that I really enjoy. It is on the sweeter side of things. It's a good solid tier 2 soap, so I know there won't be any problems with the soap. My kids like to even open it up and sniff it. It smells that good. Capt Choice 45th Parallel. So, gonna go ahead and pause you guys, build my lather, and then we will be back to discuss this blade and begin the shave. Be right back. Alright, so we're back. Let's go ahead and begin this shave here. Like I said, it's in the Timeless. So, this blade, Super Platinum, platinum coating. Now, there are a lot in this Gillette 7 o'clock series, and they are made in different parts around the world, different Gillette factories. These ones are made in India and marketed as such to that group. I'll be honest with you, I've used them all, and I used them all years ago, and the two that I ended up liking the most were the yellows and the greens. The blacks, well, a very good shave, super sharp, and still feeling really comfortable. It came down to the next factor that we're going to talk about, and that's price. And I think here in like the United States, right, Gillette's very gimmicky. You know, they've got 5 blade monstrosities. They're going to the trimming blade on the back. Make the razor vibrate. All the pivoting action, which the pivoting action is probably the only one where I'm kind of like, okay, that one kind of makes more sense when it comes to their marketing hypes. But they're all about how can we get the most bang for our buck. What they do over there is they market these blades in 7 packs instead of 5 packs. So that way you end up with 140 blades instead of 100 blades when you buy in bulk. Now, it makes sense, right? You feel like you're getting more, but maybe it is there, but when you buy in here, here's what it does to your pricing. So Maggard's, Italian Barber, and West Coast Shaving, all 3 of them sell them as 140. So when you buy them in bulk, you get 140 of the blades. West Coast Shaving and Maggard sells them for 50 bucks. Italian Barber sells them for $34.95. You're thinking, oh, but you're getting more, so maybe the price is justified. That's 35 cents a blade at 50 bucks and 25 cents a blade at 35 bucks. Amazon, they're only going to give you 84 blades for $14, and they're 17 cents a blade. In all honesty, that's high on all counts in my opinion. They're pretty high. I mean, you're paying for the name. I mean, this is marketed in India. The idea is hey, you're getting a Gillette blade. You're going to get that closeness of Gillette like they're probably getting in the United States. You get this opportunity to get this wonderful shave. And while it is a good shave, and the first pass, gets you super close, don't get me wrong. I mean, is the price justified? And those are the questions that you're going to have to ask yourself as you go through these blades, because at the end of the day, and we'll put this blade through its paces. We'll do 3. I know we're going to end up doing 3 shaves out of it. So again, doesn't really fit that mold of bad blade, and I apologize for that. But the blade is good, at least. Is it worthy of a 100-pack purchase? Is it worthy of spending 35 cents a blade? I don't know. Hard to say. I said no years ago. Maybe I'll change my mind, but we're going to work through it regardless. So I'm going to pause you guys and come back for pass 2. All right, so there are, as far as reviews go, these are commonly believed to be some of the better blades out there. And while I find that to be pretty much fairly close to accurate, they're very sharp. Probably, in my opinion, some of the more closer ones to feather. I know like some Paul Silvers and the Iridium, those blades are probably in the same ballpark as feather on sharpness, more closely. As far as the Gillette series go, I think this is probably, out of the ones that I used, and this is going back to memory from years ago, I think it's one of the sharpest that Gillette offers. It's very sharp, and it will bite you if you weren't careful. Even in a mild razor. I do believe, though, that it is still not as smooth as some of the other blades that I like to use on a regular basis. And that was one of the kickers, especially when comparing it to the other Gillette 7 o'clocks. I know we haven't done them in this series. This is the first Gillette 7 o'clock to come up. But I really like the yellows. And the green ones, a close second. I just cut myself. See, I felt it. That was me. I moved my lip while the blade was still there. Talking. That's not really hard to blame that on the blade. That's a painful spot though. Good shave, really it was. Got the cut. So I'm going to go ahead and clean up, rinse, and we'll come back for final thoughts on this blade. Alright, so I'm back. Had to use a touch of styptic to get that one to stop. And it's so close to the lip, I'll tell you this right now, styptic does not taste good. So, yeah, that's the first shave with that blade. I don't know, guys. Hard for me to say on that one. It's going to end up with a good rating, at least, I think. It's hard to justify it being pushed down to a bad. The trick is going to be, is it worth for a 100-pack purchase? And that's what I'm going to try and uncover in the next 2 shaves to see, and really I'm going to try and subconsciously compare it to those other blades and not bring price in as big of a factor, because, at the end of the day, price is something that's subjective. It is what it is, but some people will be willing to spend a certain amount on blades and other people won't. And there are going to be people out there who will say, I'm not going to spend $50 for 140 blades. And that's just something that you're going to have to decide. So the shave went well. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I did have a really good shave aside from that one nick, but again, that was me. Not really the blade or bad technique. Well, I guess it is technically bad technique, but see, it's starting to bleed again. So I'll get this uploaded, and big announcement tomorrow on the Cadre, so if you haven't joined, hit us up at www.theshavingcadre.com. Try and do that announcement first thing in the morning, so stay tuned. So aside from that, I hope you guys all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you on the pages.